Every time I see you in the world, you always step to my girl.
So this is inside at an airport. Do not feel like I'm inside a building right now.
Way back, I used to front like Angle Up, Mechanicsburg, Anchorage and Doris and Long.
Here?
Champagne and disco, tips from LA/San Francisco, but actually Oakland and not Alameda.
This is the parking inspector. Pick up only, please move your vehicle. If you would have shown like my great grandfather that, or even my grandfather, my papa, he would be like, what is this? It's just absurd.
I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my bones. I'm stronger now. I'm ready for the hearse. Such a modest mess. I can't do it alone. I can't do it alone. Every time I see you.
So we're on our way. Didn't expect to be sitting in here with the captain right next to the helm.
I don't know, I got my own leg. That's pretty good.
Get a good view of what's going on.
Conversation deserves but a bread knife, and punks who would laugh when they saw us together. Well, they didn't know how to dress for the weather. I can still see them there huddled on Astor, snow falling slow to the sound of the master. Gloves are off.
We're back home. Nothing's changed, just still hot. We've got some mouldy apples.
Can you open these for me? Please.
Don't
judge me.
Go. She's stronger than she makes out. Right, so I've known that our lower unit on our outboard's been leaking for a while. Just haven't been able to find somewhere to buy seals. Today I'm going to drain this oil, this gear oil, and then see what comes out. When we were in Belatung, so not long ago, we drained out the lower unit, the gear case, and it was just full of water. Pull it apart and find some seals in town here, hopefully. There's a bit of water in there. That milky colour is a sign of water. I'm not sure if I want to worry too much about that actually, because I thought it was worse than that. I'm seeing clean oil now, because all the water will go to the bottom. Yeah, there's still a fair bit of oil in it. It's just obviously leaking. So I just pulled the pop off. Sometimes there's usually like a fishing line caught up in between there, but that all looks pretty good. And it's actually been leaking from higher up here, so I think it's leaking elsewhere. I don't think it's leaking from the actual prop shaft seal, so we'll have to keep investigating. So I bolted lower unit. There's only 4 bolts and 1 roll pin, and it all came apart pretty easy. And I put some pressure, like I blew on the oil filler hole to see if I could hear any air coming out from anywhere, and it seems to be coming out from the gear selector. So I'm going to try and pull that apart and see what seal it is and see if we can get a new one. So this is the pump, water pump. That's a new seal from the last time. I don't think that one got done last time. So there's an O-ring in the top there, and I could hear pressure coming out of there when I was blowing in it. So because that guy, I'd go change that out, put pressure in the gear case again, and hopefully it's fixed. Just going for a random afternoon stop, just because there's not much to do around here. So some of these little rivers and estuaries may seem dead and there's no life around, but we've been seeing a few fish at night, and there's a lot of fish jumping, and the majority of the time these little mangroves here, and they're not little, but these big mangroves, they're homes for all the juvenile fish. All the juvenile fish live in amongst the roots, and wait till they're big enough to be able to go and fend for themselves out in deeper water. Even in the middle of the river, that is classed as, you know, a bit deeper water, and the bigger fish can't get into in between the roots to get the juvenile fish, so they seek protection in there. I have heard a lot about how mangroves are a good sign of a healthy ecosystem in the area. Now, I don't know how true that is, because where we are now is right near the Singapore Strait, like right next door to the Singapore Strait. So I don't know how true that is, but we do have a person that's always commenting. He's a very knowledgeable man. Bunyip Dan, let us know, mate. We love to see your comments, we love to read them and reply to them. What do you reckon of this little river? I don't know, if I was a crocodile I'd be up here. I don't even know if there's crocs here. I hope there's not.
Is that a flare or is that something on fire?
It's night time, and look at this. Whoa, that's the flare from a gas plant just near the marina. So today we are planning to leave Sebana Cove Marina. We are getting diesel on the way out, and then we're going to anchor at a random anchorage tonight, and then we're going to make our way around to Tiamen.
So we have our port clearance, so pretty sure this is clearing us into Palau Tiamen. A little bit confusing because the Marina manager quit a couple of days ago or a week ago, and now the staff here at the marina are trying to scramble around to, I don't know, work out all the immigration documents. So we're a little bit skeptical of this, but we don't really have much of an option. So just running the engines now and doing kind of all the last minute checks. We are going to go alongside a fuel dock. It's just outside of the marina along the river here, and then we're going to go anchor at the end of the river and then take off in the morning. So we just brought all of the cockpit cushions and stuff inside because, yeah, this diesel dock is going to be grotty, no doubt. And we're refilling not refilling, but we're filling the tank and a handful of jerry cans as well. So yeah, I thought we'd get all the cockpit cushions away so they don't just get gross spill on them.
I spotted my little eye to fall disconnected to try. Did I
I've also got some seriously bubbly kombucha going down. And I'm just trying to burp it today, and then I'm going to put it back underneath the kitchen sink because I've learnt the hard way not to let it explode.
Trying to find some peace around, but
Seriously, what a mission to get fuel. Okay, yeah. Open. So our fuel gauge is broken, so we check it in this other fuel gauge down here. I didn't have the GoPro on me, but I got to go up in there, up here, chat with, this is the captain, Mr. Captain. They've got their own little chili bush up there, full bed setup. We got 230 litres of diesel at 2.50 ringgit. So yeah, the rule of ringgit is to divide it by 3 to make it into Aussie dollars.
Thank you.
That I never shook my shadow, and every day it's trying to trick me into doing battle. Calling out faker, only get me rattled. Wanna pull me back behind the fence with the cattle. Building your lenses, digging your trenches.
Good morning. We left about 7 AM from our little anchorage there just at the end of the river. We set an alarm for 5 AM. But it's so dark, like the time here is crazy. So the sun doesn't rise until about 7. You start to see first light at maybe 6:30. So we got up at 6:30ish and then kind of got ourselves ready and left about 7. So it's a 12-hour journey, so it means we probably won't get in until around 7, depending on how much ground we cover. And we're just coming out of the river here and the sun's rising, and there's this big like industrial flare over here, and we're dodging all of these. I assume they're fishing traps or something. They're just like oil or fuel containers that are floating. And it's quite a lot of them, so I'm thankful we didn't leave in the dark, which was the original plan, because we wouldn't have seen them, no way. So we're just coming around the green marker now. And then we'll be nearing Singapore Strait. But we're just going to sit on the outside of it. And then we're going to follow the Malaysian coast up, so the east coast. Hoping for consistent winds today. And hoping we make good ground. I don't really want it to be a full 12 hours because that's quite a long time. I'd much prefer a 4-hour sail, but no.
So we'll put the main up for all these cruise ships. No, what are they? Cargo ships. See how we go. And we can just play around with the head sail when we need it.
Lights blinded, no rain divided. What's yours now when everything's shining? You're not there, it's shining. I'm not there, it's shining. Help me feel myself.
That's it for this week. Thanks for joining us yet again. Next week's episode is a little more on the stressful side. Dramas in the Singapore Strait as we get an industrial tarp stuck in our portside propeller, before making it to paradise again and exploring. Sailing Blue Moon videos are made possible by our patrons and viewers just like you. If you'd like to support our content creation while receiving perks in return, you might consider becoming a patron. Or maybe you'd just like to buy us a beer or donate to the Sailing Kitty via PayPal. Every little bit counts, and we'll be sure to give a shout out.
If you enjoy our content, you can help us out by liking this video and subscribing if you haven't already. Don't forget to click the bell to the right to be notified of new episodes. We'd also love to hear from you, the viewer, so hit us up in the comments below.
And lastly, you can follow us in real time on Instagram and Facebook. As always, thanks for watching Blue Moonies.